You're looking at this shot, right? This buttery smooth, cinematic footage. Looks like it was filmed on a rig that costs thousands of dollars, doesn't it? A big full-frame camera, a heavy gimbal, the whole professional circus. Well, what if I told you it wasn't? Cut to the host holding the tiny DJI Pocket for between their thumb and forefinger. What if I told you it was shot on this? For years, we've been told conditioned, really, that to get truly pro-level footage, you need big, expensive gear. I bought into it. You probably did too. And it's a belief that has cost us thousands of dollars and made us miss countless shots while we were busy fumbling with our equipment. If the leaks are true, the DJI Pocket 4 is about to prove that whole idea is a myth. In this video, we're going to break down how this tiny camera might just save you a fortune and make you seriously rethink all that pricey gear. Let's be real. For years, the chase for professional quality has been a trap. It's an endless cycle of upgrades fueled by that little voice in our head we call gear acquisition syndrome, or GAS. We see our favorite creators with a Sony or a Canon, and we think, that's the magic bullet. That's what I need. So, we drop a couple thousand on a camera body, then thousands more on lenses. Then we realize our footage is shaky, so we spend hundreds more on a heavy, awkward gimbal that takes 10 minutes to balance every time we want to shoot. Next thing you know, you're hauling around a 10-pound monster in a giant backpack. And the result? You stop taking it with you. You miss the spontaneous moments, the travel memories, the perfect B-roll shot, all because setting up feels like a chore. The sheer size of a big camera can be intimidating in public, drawing eyes when all you want is a simple, candid shot. It becomes a barrier to the very creativity it was supposed to unlock. We were promised freedom, but mostly we got frustration. This was the trade-off. We accepted that to get that top-tier image quality, we had to put up with all the hassle. But what if that trade-off is finally over? Enter the DJI Pocket 4. And if the rumors are to be believed, this isn't just another upgrade, it's a total shift in what a small camera can do. It doesn't ask you to choose between quality and convenience. It looks like it's built to deliver both. Let's start with the heart of any camera, the sensor. Leaks suggest the Pocket 4 is built around a massive 1-inch CMOS sensor. For years, a sensor this large was reserved for bulky mirrorless cameras or premium compacts. Getting that into a device that reportedly weighs around 190 grams is an incredible feat of engineering. What that means for you is amazing low-light performance. Clean, detailed shots at night without a giant, expensive f1.8 lens. It means more dynamic range, letting you capture a beautiful sunset without blowing out the sky or crushing the shadows. Then there's the stabilization. The Pocket 4 is expected to have a hybrid system that pairs a 3-axis mechanical gimbal with advanced electronic stabilization. This isn't that fake, wobbly digital stabilization from a smartphone that crops your image to death. This is a true mechanical system that physically absorbs your movements to deliver impossibly smooth, floating footage. You can walk, run, chase the action, and your shots should look like they were filmed on a Hollywood dolly. It could genuinely eliminate the need for a separate, clumsy gimbal for most creators. And it does all this in a body so small you can slip it in your pocket and forget it's there. That's the real superpower. It's a professional tool that's always with you, ready to go in seconds, not minutes. Talk is cheap, right? So let's put these rumors to the test. Imagine we take the DJI Pocket 4 and pit it against a popular full-frame vlogging setup or rig that costs over $3,000 and shoot them side by side. First up, the classic walk and talk vlogging test. With the full-frame camera held out, every step creates a little shake. The footage is okay, but it's distracting. To get it truly smooth, you'd need that big, annoying gimbal. Now, picture the Pocket 4. The footage is just smooth, rock steady, but it might get even better. The new autofocus system is rumored to have advanced eye tracking. I can move around the frame, turn my head, and it should stay locked on my eyes, perfectly sharp. For a solo creator, that's a cheat code. Next, a low-light city test. This is where big sensors are supposed to crush it. And while the full frame is obviously going to be excellent, the Pocket 4, with its rumored 1-inch sensor, could be shockingly good. The footage would likely be clean, vibrant, and detailed, holding its own in a way no small camera has before. When you look at them side by side, you'd have to ask yourself if the difference is really worth the massive gap in price and size. But here's the one rumored feature that could leave every other camera in its class in the dust: 4K at 240 frames per second. Let me say that again. 4K to 4 FPS. That's a spec usually reserved for high-end cinema cameras that cost a fortune. Most flagship mirrorless cameras today are lucky to hit 4K 12 FPS. This would let you create the most stunning, high-res slow motion you've ever seen from a device this small. This feature alone, if it's real, makes the Pocket 4 a creative powerhouse that punches so far above its weight it's almost unfair. If you're already seeing how this could completely change the way you shoot and save you a ton of cash, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. The community we're building here is all about finding smarter, not just more expensive, ways to create. We're about to get into who this camera is really for, and the answer might surprise you. This camera isn't just a piece of tech, it's a full-on production partner, especially for those of us flying solo. The rumored features aren't just specs on a page, they're solutions to our biggest headaches. Headache number 1. Who's going to film you? The latest generation of active VTRAC is rumored to be your personal camera operator. You can draw a box around yourself, and the camera should intelligently follow you, keeping you perfectly in frame. Set it down, walk around, and nail your shot every time. Headache number 2. All the extra junk. With the Pocket 4, your camera, gimbal, and a high-quality mix system are all in one. It's expected to have native support for the DJI Mic 2, giving you crystal clear audio without a mess of cables or recorders. You could be ready to shoot pro-quality video and audio in under 10 seconds. No balancing gimbals, no syncing audio in post. Just turn it on and go. Headache number 3. Getting that pro look. The Pocket 4 is expected to shoot in 10-bit D-Log-M color. If you're not a colorist, that might sound like jargon, but it just means you capture a flat image that is packed with color information. This gives you incredible flexibility to color grade your footage and get that rich, cinematic look you see in the movies. And finally, usability. The new, larger 2.5-inch rotatable touchscreen is a massive rumored upgrade. It's said to be bright, responsive, and big enough to actually frame your shots without squinting or pulling out your phone. And with a simple twist, it's expected to shoot native vertical video for social media. While it's not confirmed if this uses the full sensor without a crop, it's still a huge deal for making your TikToks and Reels look as good as your YouTube videos. So, we have a camera with a rumored 1-inch sensor, a built-in 3-axis gimbal, mind-blowing 4K to 4 FPS slow motion, and pro features like 10-bit log recording. For comparison, a premium compact camera like a Sony RX100, which has a similar sensor but no gimbal, costs well over $1,200. And the rumored price for the Pocket 4? Well, this might be the biggest shock of all. Leaks are suggesting it could launch at a price nearly half of that. Flagship level power at half the price. It's not just a good deal, it's so aggressive it could completely redefine the market. It makes you look at a $3,000 full-frame rig and honestly ask, what am I really paying for? For a lot of us, the answer is a whole lot of extra bulk and cost for a difference in quality that is getting smaller every year. So, will the DJI Pocket 4 destroy full-frame cameras? No, of course not. That's the wrong way to look at it. Full-frame cameras will always have their place for high-end photography and certain types of productions. But the real question is this: does the DJI Pocket 4 make the expensive, bulky flagship camera necessary for the vast majority of us, the content creators, vloggers, and travelers? Based on these leaks, the answer is a resounding yes. It looks to deliver 90% of the performance for 50% of the price and 10% of the hassle. It's a game-changing tool that removes the friction from creating. You know the old saying, the best camera is the one you have with you. The DJI Pocket 4 might be the first camera to offer this kind of jaw-dropping power in a package that you actually will take everywhere. It doesn't just capture your moments, it helps you go out and find them. And that is a creative revolution that fits right in your pocket. What do you think? Is the DJI Pocket 4 the game changer we've all been waiting for? Drop your thoughts in the comments below or read every single one. If you're thinking about grabbing one if and when it launches and want to support the channel, I'll have affiliate links in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.